What's up, YouTubers? My name is Brennan. This is Super Nerd Hobbyist, and today I'm going to show you how you can make your very own Pokeball. Okay, to start off, we're gonna do the regular Pokeball. So we got our white bottom with the button and hinge that goes in between the two sides, and the red top. And we're gonna go over here and add supports. We're gonna use tree. We're going to slice it and see how long it takes. The one side is going to be 1 hour and 30 minutes. The other side should be about the same. Here it is, so I'll see you guys in 3 hours.
Now I'm sanding them down with 250 grit, 600, 1200, and 2000 grit sandpaper. Make sure they're fully smooth.
Now, since the sanding's done, this is as smooth as you get. We're going to start putting the glazing putty on this, and we're doing this to try to make it as smooth as possible, because even though I sanded it, there is still very little layer lines, especially up here on top. So if I just painted this the way it is now, it's just going to show up. You're going to see little rings all the way up here. So to take that out, you want to use Bondo glazing putty. And we're just going to put a small layer on top to bottom and wait for it to dry. And both of these pieces and the button. And once it's done, you want to wear your mask, your glasses, and gloves to keep your hands clean and to keep your eyes and mouth shut, because this is a flammable liquid and it gives off a vapor that you do not want in your eyes, mouth, or hands, really. So always wear protection, always be safe. Now, since I'm done with the putty, it will take about 30 minutes for it to fully set in and dry. After that, we're going to sand them down just like we did before. Now, I did go back and resand this because it was a lot of rough edges and it wasn't completely flat, so I just went back over with the sandpaper again, made it completely smooth, and covered up most of those rings on both balls and the button. So now we're ready for primer. Now since we're done with the primer, you can kind of tell the little rough spots in here. Some of that might go away once we start doing a couple layers of paint. I think this is going to be white and then this is going to be red. Then of course, wait for the button. So we'll see how it turns out. Now since I'm done painting them, all I need to do now is to paint the black line that goes in the middle right here. So all these edges and the inside of this. And I'm going to do that with a paintbrush and some black paint. Now since everything is painted, it's time to put it together. So remember, you'll have this hinge, the button, and the two balls. And this is what it looks like after you put it together. I put the hinge on in the back, and I glued on the button. So the next step is to put a couple clear coats on this to make it look shinier. If you don't want to do that and just keep it as it is, that's completely fine. I want to try to make this as smooth as possible, so that's our next step. And now we're going to put a clear coat on it. So we're going to use Rust-Oleum's crystal clear enamel. And I'm going to do 2 coats of it, and after that it should be done. And I put the Pokeball in a cup with some paper towel on it, so I can get all the way around it and I have no drippings on the sides. And we're going to see how it comes out. Now that the clear coat's done, this is how it looks. It's nice and shiny. I did have a couple of hiccups. Little hole in the top right there. And then I had it sitting on a cup, so it has these rings around it. So for this one, I'll probably just leave it as it is. I still think it looks really good. But if you want to correct a mistake like that, all you gotta do is just take your sandpaper again, sand it down, repaint it, and then put a clear coat on it again. So all I gotta do now is put the magnets on it. The magnets will go right here and behind the button so that it can completely close and become a Pokeball. Now that the magnets are in there, there's one at the bottom and then one behind the button right about there. I don't know if you guys can see that. So now you can completely close and stay closed. And there's your, and all I did was super glue this in the Pokeball using Gorilla Glue. And earth magnets I used was 6x3mm magnets I got on Amazon. It was about $10. And initially these should fit into these Pokeballs, but they were the exact size of the magnet, so I had to take a screwdriver and just carve the inside to make it slightly bigger so the magnet would go in there. But after all that, finally got my Pokeball. And that's how you make your very own Pokeball. And I will be doing more Pokeball projects along with others. So please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button for my next videos. Thank you for watching. See you later.